Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to share this one with you today because we're tackling what is without a doubt the single biggest question on everybody's mind right now. What actually happens to our jobs in the age of AI? We've all seen the crazy headlines, we're watching the tech advance at lightning speed, and frankly, a lot of us are feeling a little bit of anxiety about where humans even fit into the future of work. But today, we're going to look at a radically optimistic perspective on all of this. We are going to explore why rethinking job security means understanding that human connection is actually becoming our absolute most valuable asset.
Okay, let's jump right in with a pretty shocking reality check. 20%. According to a recent Stanford study, employment among software developers has actually fallen by 20%. I mean, just think about that for a second. For the last decade, maybe more, we were constantly told that the absolute safest, most future-proof career path was in tech, right? We were told that learning to write code was literally the ultimate job security. But technology has accelerated so incredibly fast that even the very people building the tech are finding themselves displaced by it.
And because of this rapid shift, you're seeing some deep, totally understandable frustration among recent graduates. Honestly, they feel cheated. There was this unwritten social contract. You know the drill. You pay an enormous amount of money, you go to a university, you learn the exact technical skills society told you to learn, like coding, and you are basically guaranteed a safe, high-paying career. But now, these same graduates are entering the workforce and being told that their hard-earned technical skill is already obsolete because AI can just code it for them. The rug has completely been pulled out from under them.
So where does that actually leave us? Well, enter the high-touch world, which serves as the equal and opposite reaction.
This whole philosophy comes from Jane Werwand. She's the founder of the multi-million-dollar skincare company Dermalogica. And she actually started working at just 13 years old, literally sweeping hair off the floor of a local beauty salon. Her boots-on-the-ground perspective reveals that this is essentially physics applied to economics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So as a direct reaction to the cold automation of the high-tech boom, AI, rapid coding, endless automated efficiency, we are seeing a massive shift toward high-touch businesses. This is the space where humans do what we do best: providing service, caring, showing genuine kindness, talking, and offering compassion. Jane always points out that she isn't just in the business of skincare products, she is fundamentally in the business of human connection.
And that brings us to a really crucial point: why connection creates value and the true power of empathy in the AI era.
As artificial intelligence takes over the heavy lifting of data processing and those hyper-technical tasks, the premium on human empathy absolutely skyrockets. Just imagine receiving a terrifying medical diagnosis. An AI bot is incredibly efficient, sure. It might have flawlessly detected a rogue cancer cell from a scan in a fraction of a second. But goodness forbid, you absolutely do not want an AI bot delivering that kind of news to you. No way. You want a human being. You need someone to sit with you in kindness, to literally hold your hand, and to look at you and say, "We've got a plan, we have a whole team behind you, and we are going to execute on it." In moments of terror, we desperately require that deep human reassurance.
But hey, it's not just life or death situations, right? This applies to our everyday lives too. We have all been there. Your Wi-Fi goes down, you're already stressed out, and getting stuck in one of those endless automated phone loops with a bot just makes you want to throw your phone across the room. It just makes you angrier. But when a real human voice finally answers the phone, someone who actually listens to your problem and responds like a normal person, it instantly diffuses the whole situation. That human voice makes you feel seen, heard, and it proves that you actually matter to that business. Those deeply social aspects of being human, you just can't code that.
So how exactly do we adapt? Let's talk about rethinking our education and skills and how you can actually pivot your career. What do you do if you're holding an accounting degree or a coding degree that suddenly feels obsolete? How do you navigate this brand new high-touch paradigm without just throwing away everything you've already learned? Well, here is a brilliant little roadmap for pivoting. Step 1, you don't throw your degree away. You identify your existing strengths. Take an accountant, for example. They've got incredible attention to detail, they are phenomenal with numbers, and they possess top-tier organizational skills. Step 2 is where the magic really happens. You take those existing strengths and you intentionally add essential interpersonal communication skills. Which leads right into step 3, you pivot. With that powerhouse combination of deep organization and strong human connection, that former accountant could become a fantastic event planner. That's a highly demanding, high-touch role that AI simply cannot pull off.
This points to a much larger societal shift we need to make. As Jane Werwand bluntly notes, education isn't skill.
Now, don't get this wrong. No education is ever wasted, and a university education is a wonderful thing. But we have fundamentally confused having a four-year college degree with having actual applicable human skills in the modern workforce.
To thrive in this new era, we literally have to break down these traditional educational hierarchies. We've spent decades treating the four-year university degree as the absolute gold standard, while kind of looking down on the trades. But did you know that right now one of the top-paying jobs you can get is welding? Trade skills are seeing a massive, highly profitable resurgence. I mean, Jane herself built a global skincare empire not from a fancy university degree, but by attending a trade skills school. Whether it's physical trades or high-touch service industries, we have to completely rethink what we value as a society, because these are the exact areas where human beings are desperately needed right now.
Which brings us to the ultimate job security and completely redefining our hard skills.
Think about it. If technology can process data way faster than you, and AI can write code better than you, what is your best defense? The answer is intentionally developing your interpersonal communication skills. We've got to completely reframe our thinking here. For decades, we brushed off things like empathy, kindness, and the ability to hold a good conversation as just soft skills. They were viewed as, nice to have personality traits, but definitely not the core of your job. Well, that era is officially over. In a world dominated by AI, these so-called soft skills are now the absolute mandatory hard skills you need to survive and thrive. Can you walk into a room full of people you've never met, confidently introduce yourself, and start a genuine conversation? That is no longer just a nice trait, it is a critical, non-negotiable survival skill in today's workforce. And the really good news, just like coding, these human skills can be learned and practiced by anyone. And hey, if you are a business leader or an entrepreneur listening to this next point is absolutely vital for you. Do not abdicate your company's human connection to a bot just because it seems a little more efficient. Jane stresses that your very first message of branding is that human voice that answers your phone. If a customer calls and gets an automated robot, there is zero human connection to your company. You need a kind, empathetic person on the other end of that line, even if they're working remotely. And it has to be genuine, because let's be real, as consumers, we can spot a fake empathy bot in about 30 seconds flat. A genuinely empathetic human is literally the most powerful branding asset you possess. As we wrap up this explainer today, I want to leave you with one final provocative question to ponder. AI can do the work. It can process the massive spreadsheets, it can detect the rogue cells, it can write the complex code. But can it make your clients, your patients, or your customers actually feel seen? As you navigate your own career and build your own skill sets in this rapidly changing world, ask yourself, how are you bringing high touch into a high-tech world? Because right now, your humanity is your ultimate competitive advantage. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this, and I really hope it leaves you feeling a bit more optimistic about the future of human work.